I totally forgot about my mic, but I got it. I'm good. Almost forgot. But anyway, everybody, welcome. This is Mr. Hardcore Mode, where nothing is easy. Warriors and wenches, how y'all doing? And God bless. We have a bit of a stream for you today that is going to touch up on gaming. Yeah, I know. It's going to touch up on gaming and how destructive developers can be. The truth of how developers are. How sick and disgusting these animals tend to act around us, the people that buy their products. So, how y'all doing? It's good to hear you. Good to see you. I got a lot to talk about. It's good. Yes, I see you, Saggins. Hey, how you doing, man? Oh, we got a lot to talk about. We have a lot to talk about. I gotta get out of my chest. I do. I just got to. But it's good to see you all. Good to see you all. I hope the music's not too loud. I hope not. Put this to the side. Ghost of Yote Senior. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that here in just a second. Yeah, we're gonna talk about whatever that was. Yeah, we're gonna talk about whatever that was, but it's good to see you all. Good to see you all. I finally relaxed. I finally calmed down. I had to get some energy out. I did some work, some hard work. Got all that energy out. Now I'm pumped. Now I'm pumped. I got a whole lot to say, especially when it comes to people that do comic books and also what people do for like gamers and stuff. It's all coming out. It's all coming out. And I just gotta say it. I just have to say it. But it's good to see you all. Good to see you all. I hope the music's not too loud. I don't think it is. As a matter of fact, I'll bring it down to half. That's better. Better. That's better. It's good to see you. Good to see you. Man, we have not only the DC Comics person, but we also have a whole bunch of, like, crazy people on Blue Sky. I mean, what did you expect on Blue Sky? What did you expect? It's Blue Sky. But we also have a bunch of people in the gaming industry, especially like Magic the Gathering, the Arena, Bungie, Blizzard, all these wackos that if they want to talk, if that's how they want to talk, go ahead. I don't want to correct them. If somebody says something about themselves, believe them. Believe them. And don't try to correct them. Don't try to be like, hey, I'm trying to understanding. No, these people are evil. So when it comes to anybody referring to, oh, kill this person. Oh, kill this person. Oh, I don't like this person. Therefore, just kill all these people. It ain't right. It ain't right, but we're gonna be talking about it. I got a lot to say. Especially with the Ghost of Yote one. Dr. Disaster's one. Yeah, these are horrible, vicious animals.
Hey, some weird mail came for Bebop Bebop.
Elian, thank you for the follow. Much appreciated. What's up, man? What's up? We have a lot to talk about. How are y'all doing? It's good to see you. Let's go ahead and start this stream off. I'm gonna say a lot. let's just say words will not actually hurt you. What I'm about to say in this video that I'm about to do. So it would be great. Listen, if you don't like what I'm about to say up on here, go ahead and leave now, because I'm just gonna open up about a whole bunch of stuff. I'm gonna open up. Listen, I am a firm believer in freedom of speech all the fucking way. All the fucking way. So when there's a developer who says that they're all about Charlie Kirk, you know, dying and shit, well, let me talk to your HR person. No, don't come to me with the whole, what about freedom of speech? Oh no, I'm glad you said it. I'm just gonna go over to your HR, and I'm not even gonna get mad, because the HR doesn't like it when you get mad around them. What they do like is when you get sad around them. So, when you're going up to Sucker Punch, or when you're going up to PlayStation or Sony and saying like, listen, I was really looking forward to Ghost of Yotei, but it seems like you have a few developers that really like the death and the death of human beings and people, you know, that have different beliefs than other people. And I like that said person that died, but they are calling for the death of not only that person, but also, you know, our president, or vice versa, or anybody that they don't like. So I can't, for the life of me, purchase any sort of video games from this set of people, or anything related to PlayStation. I'm sorry. Yeah, I just can't work with this. I can't purchase anything from this individual. I'm gone. HR looks at that, and they're just like, you know, this senior director, she gotta go. Or is it a she or a he? They gotta go. But never come up to HR, or never go up to these customer services and get angry. They don't do anger. They don't do yelling and shouting matches and saying like, it's like, you know, he's like, well, fuck this bitch. She's calling for the death of Charlie Kirk. No. You need to understand target HR. You need to understand customer service. Okay? To be completely effective with these clowns is when you see how they act. When they are either in DC, when, you know, DC Comics, when they're working with Sucker Punch, when they're working with Blizzard, Bungie, Magic the Gathering, you need to come up to them and leave a small letter and say, listen, I was looking forward to your product here, but I can't for the life of me purchase any more of your stuff, because it seems like the area that you've created, the community that you've created, are downright demonic, where they're shouting and saying, oh yeah, great, I'm so glad Charlie Kirk got killed. How does the bullet feel? I hope the bullet is fine. And I like Charlie Kirk, so they might not even like me purchasing their stuff. So I feel like I'm not only being violated, but I also feel like they don't want me around. You know what I mean? It's one of those moments where it's just like, well, what about freedom of speech? Oh no, you can have freedom of speech. Go ahead. I'm not telling them to stop. I don't want these individuals to stop talking. Keep being you. Keep being you. And if that's how it's going to be, that's how it's going to be. So that way, when you keep on acting up, when you're related to video games, or when you're related to, because it's about human decency. We don't have to agree on each other. We can make jokes. Hell, I love racist jokes. I love dark jokes. Do you guys like dark jokes? I love dark jokes. But when it comes to these set of individuals that are, I'm just gonna say it, They're demonic. That's just how it is. They're just pure evil. You think that these liberals are the party of, you know, love and care and human decency. No, they're the party of murderers. That's just how it is. That's just how it's going to be. All these deaths that have been happening has been either a black, well, not a black person, a nigga. It's been a nigga that's been, you know, been stabbing a poor girl that wanted to get away from Ukraine. There's been like multiple shootings of they, thems, and just call it like it is. Everybody's thinking it. Everybody knows it. Nobody wants to say it. And it literally has it right on, either right on their weapon or on the bullet, and it says, yo, trans lives matter. But what about the people that are dead? Now, I'll be honest. I don't care about the shooter. I don't care about the killers. I don't care about the killers at all. I don't want to give them a platform. I don't even want to know their name. If they catch the person that killed Charlie Kirk, don't even tell me their name. Don't even show their faces. Put that person in a box and throw it down the ocean. We don't need. I don't want to give them some sort of like, oh shoot, look it, he's just like Luigi. No, put them all in a box and don't put any holes and put them in the river. That's it. I don't want to hear about them. What I do care about are individuals that make our games, especially when it comes to AAA, or make our comic books. These sort of individuals. It's like, hey, look forward to Marathon. Also, kill Trump. Or kill your local MAGA. You remember that one? Hey, look forward to World of Warcraft, the new expansion. Also, you know, kill Charlie Kirk or something like that. It's all the same. So I don't want to find common ground with these sort of evil individuals. I don't. All I want to do is click, pick up what they said, send it to HR, give them the sad face, and tell them, man, I was so looking forward to your game. I've been a big fan of your game. I love Ghost of Tsushima. I love it, and I'm looking forward to Ghost of Yotei. I'm so looking forward to buying the game, but I can't for the right of me purchase your games anymore because the individuals in said team are calling for the death of people, or they're ecstatic about a person dying. That's not really my wheelhouse. I don't want to be around these individuals. I don't want to be around that community. If you guys are about, you know, killing people that you disagree with, I'm gonna have to say goodbye, no PlayStation Plus. I'm good. I'm gonna get myself a PC. HR will eat that shit up. No, I'm serious. I've seen customer service. If you go up to customer service with a decent plea and appeal to their heartstrings and give them the, like I said, they will devour that shit. Don't come up to HR or any sort of, you know, of these individuals and say like, yo, I'm fucking mad at these people because they're fucking like being fascist. They're always calling me Nazi, blah, 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 blah. That's easy. That's too easy, and it never works with HR. They throw your shit right in the AI bin where they say, we're sorry, call back later. You need to come and be like, yo, I got a problem. I really like your games, but I got a problem. It's kind of sick to my stomach. I really wanted to play your game. Do it that way. So, Great Valo, thank you. Hey, how y'all doing? Venom, what's up? Industry is infested with those freaks. We know for sure that they replaced Jin with the lesbian. I knew why before this Kirk thing. Yeah, listen. When I saw that Ghost of Yotei thing, I was like, somebody else is in the party. Somebody in the old party left or got laid off or fired. The new party came in. And it's probably this fat bitch right here named Drew. But we're gonna talk about another they them, by the way. It sucks because there's actually individuals that are trans that want to be left alone and normal. Well, they're not kind of helping their case. You know, I've met a trans person and they literally don't like that they them shit. Like, they know they're a man. They know they're a man. And they never understood the they them thing. They never understood it. They thought it was fucking wacko job sort of like thing. And like I said before, ladies and gentlemen, like I said before, I will always tell the truth, and I will always make jokes whether or not they make you feel bad or if they make you laugh. If words hurt you, then I'm sorry, you can just leave. That's fine. I'm cool with that. If you are somehow hurt by words or you have feelings, I mean, that's just how it is. But anyway, let's go in here. Hey, how y'all doing? True Devil Fox, how you? Rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. I hope everyone has the best night they can considering the circumstances. Yeah, I had to take some time away from everything, and I was just like, it's still surreal to me. Like, man, the guy was a really good debater. Like, really. You know, you want to know the you know what? We'll talk about it later. I'll talk about it when the video starts. What studio does Sony even have left at this point that hasn't been turned to shit? Santa Monica. But I'm pretty sure people are gonna buy the next God of War, but not many, because God of War, the first 3 games of God of War were peak. Any of the new God of War stuff, yeah, there were great moments, but I didn't come here to see God of War be a dad. If I wanted to see God of War be a dad, I want it to be in Greek, in Greece, or Rome, or whatever, where it's just like Greek gods, Kratos, he has a new family, he has to save his children from these Greek gods, and he like rage all the time. And then these motherfucking new Santa Monica people come over and says, well, he's a dad now, so now he has to calm down, you know, he has to spread his mother's ashes, you know, to a new to the plane. And then he's like, well, his son's got to grow up and be on his own. And I'm like, fuck this shit. I don't give a fuck. I miss the emotion of Kratos. You remember that one thing that they had in God of War Ragnarok, where at the end he was just like, I'm mad about my old self. And I'm like, really? Really? You know, people would actually the funny thing is, I know Kratos, the real Kratos, would not regret a goddamn thing about what he did in the last 3 games. Because if he does this whole thing where he's just like, man, I made all these people like suffer, and I'm like, nigga, they made you suffer. Why do you have white skin? It's literally the ashes of your family on you right now. That's why he's got the white skin. He's actually like auburn, you know, he's got the auburn color, but they put the ash on him, and he's over here talking about like, you made everybody's life a miserable hell. And I'm like, are you fucking regretting what you did in the last 3 games? Whatever. No, the new God of War is gonna sell crazy. Ragnarok was great. I don't like it. Santa Monica doesn't post their politics either. That's why I think Santa Monica is gonna be just fine. And the new Santa Monica is older Santa Monica as well. That's why I think their stuff is still gonna sell. I don't like it. I don't like the story. The combat is kind of good, but I don't like it. I like the old school where things were fucking even more brutal. But God of War Ragnarok ended with him, like, you know, stopping, like he was fighting Thor and he was like, oh man, we need to stop fighting, man. We got kids. And I'm like, oh my fucking God. And, you know what would have been cool? If they sided with each other, Thor and Kratos sided with each other at the end, and then they fought Odin together at the end. That would have been cool. See, that would have been cool. Early enjoyed the Norse saga, but I totally get not enjoying the tonal change. Completely valid. Kratos always hated himself. Yeah, that's the thing, though. I firmly believe that Kratos always hated himself, but he doesn't regret what he did. That's what I believe. That's what I firmly believe. Yes, you can say, oh shit, what I did to my family was wrong. But what those gods did to me was absolute hell. So you see what I mean? Because it's true. The gods fucked with him. It's true. The gods fucked with him. It's true with, actually in mythology, there's actually a moment where Zeus pretends to be a human, and then he pretends to be somebody's husband, and he goes inside his chambers and fucks that man's wife, and then she's pregnant with like somebody else, like, and then it was like crazy. I was like, yo, the freaking Greek gods are fucking brutal. Even some of the Norse gods are brutal. But let's just be clear. These gods were fucked up. Odin was very disappointing to me. Yes, I did not like the Odin. The Odin was some scrawny loser that looked like a crack addict. I was like, get the fuck out of here. This is not Odin. There was a better Odin in fucking... What's it called? Man, I haven't played this game in a long time. What is it? Smite? Yeah, Smite is a MOBA game, and you can play as Odin. That Odin was more cool than the Odin that we got. I mean, the Odin even in Assassin's Creed Valhalla was even cooler than the Odin that we got. I was like, who the hell is this scrawny ass fucking loser of a god? And then there was moments in God of War Ragnarok where they were having a fight with a kid that was being a bully. And I was like, what are we doing? What are we... He's like, this god, whatever his name, this god, whoever he was being a bully to Atreus. And I'm like, what are we doing here? You remember when we fought big named enemies? And we're over here worried about this? Whatever. Every time when Thor and Kratos fought each other, it was cool. But when that small god was being mean to Atreus and they were like, I was like, what is this exchange, man? I think there was and the whole Angry Boda thing, I was like, what the fuck is this? Oh, Azura's Wrath. See, that's what I like. I like Azura's Wrath because he literally sacrificed himself he sacrificed himself and fought a god and died for his own daughter. And I thought that was kick-ass. I thought that was cool. I thought that was really cool. I disagree. Character arcs in the new God of War are amazing. I understand why you dislike it, though. His leastest arc was about accepting his actions and moving forward. His regrets are for the innocent. Yeah, his regrets are for the innocent. You know, it was his family. Yeah, that sort of thing. Yeah, I don't think he should be regretting fighting the gods, but if he wants to do that with his family, fine. It makes perfect sense. I mean, there was a whole button mashing thing with Kratos with God of War where you hit circle to deny hugging your daughter and go to war, and I was like, circle, 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 square, 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 and I was like, what the heck is this? This is fucked up. This is crazy. Kid was a bully. It was Hemendal. Yeah, him. You know what? I'm gonna look it up right now. Yeah. I was like, what the hell is this guy? Also, the guy that looked the design for Hemdall. Hey, let's have a Norse white guy. And I'm like, all right, cool. All right, it's gonna be Hemdall. Oh shit, what are you gonna design him as? We're gonna just make it a white guy. No special features. He has purple eyes, and we're gonna give him cornrows. And I'm like, you remember the first one? See, God of War 2018, when what's his name, Bjorn just arrives at his door, and he's scrawny too, but he looked like a fucking Viking. Bjorn, he looked like a Viking, and I love that voice actor. He just knocked at Kratos' door, and he was like, bruh, let's go. I think that's the only guy that I like out of all of the new God of War, was him knocking at the door and starting shit with Kratos. I think that was the only guy that I liked out of all of the antagonists the whole way through. I didn't give a fuck about that bitch witch, whatever the hell her name was. I didn't give a fuck about... Thor was cool to watch, but he wasn't anything serious. I think Thor's wife looked fucking fantastic, but she wasn't anything serious. Angry Boda was fucking black and fucking stupid. And then there was Thor's daughter, who had a nice design, but I didn't give a fuck about her. I didn't care about any of these characters. But Bjorn was like, I'm gonna slap Kratos. And I was like, yo, I like this. This guy doesn't give a fuck. And I think I liked, the part that I liked about him was the fact that he wanted to die, but he couldn't. And I thought that kind of story was kind of cool. But at the same time, I was like, I miss the days when I fought Poseidon and Hercules and all these big names of, you know, stuff like that. And I don't know. You know what would have been cool if you fought the fucking giant serpent. But no, we're friends with the giant serpent. Why did we have to be friends with the... Listen, I think the giant serpent is fucking cool, but at least let me fight the giant serpent. That would have been fucking dope. Thor's son was the biggest pushover, especially... Yeah, I don't like it. I don't like it. You can talking about Conor McGregor? Yeah, he was basically Conor McGregor. Yeah, Hemendall. Yeah, that's him. Okay. But it's good to see you all. Good to see you all. I think God of War is still going to, obviously, make bank. People like it, so it is what it is. Hey, if they like it, they like it. I ain't gonna take that away from them. I'm not gonna take that away from you guys. It's just not my thing anymore. I miss the old school days where we were like, oh, Hemendall was a dick because he can see everyone's true intentions and it made him bitter. Yeah, but it's like, you know, there's so many other Norse gods. You know what I mean? There's so many other Norse gods and other things in Norse mythology, and they said, let's beat the shit out of this scrawny white dude with purple eyes. And I was like, let's fight this Norse god or this Norse goddess or something like that. Let's fight well, actually, you did fight a Valkyrie. It was the witch, but you know, there's so many. You fought more animals. Did I say animals or animals? You fought more monsters and animals and waves of enemies more than you fought Norse gods. And that's what sucked about it. You know what, another thing that sucked? I didn't want to play as Atreus. I didn't want to play as Atreus. This is God of War. He's like, yo, let's play as Atreus. No! I don't want to play as Atreus. Bro, when you see the cover of God of War, you want to be the big, bald, bearded dude. And you're like, yo, you want to know the funny thing is? Everybody agrees with me. Because everybody sets up Kratos with all this kick-ass gear, all this cool stuff, and then they throw stuff at Atreus. They're like, here you go, Atreus. Here's a new bow, whatever. Anyway, let me get the Chaos Blades. Let me get this shit. Oh yeah, I got a new spear now. Yo, I got this cool, sick combo. And then you continue the story, and they're like, you're gonna play the bow boy. That's right, bow bitch. You're gonna play the bow boy. And I'm like, this is God of War. And can you, if you're gonna make me play Atreus, give him some muscle and let's fight with our hands. I know he's supposed to be Loki, but when you buy a God of War game, the only thing you should think about is destroying people. That's what I remember from God of War 1, 2, and 3. Even a little bit of God of War 2018. But nowadays, I'm just like, I guess we're gonna play the trickster. Freya said that because she's literally the queen of Asgard was power tripping. The end was so cringe, and Freya said to Odin, kneel to your queen. It's fucking Odin. It's fucking Odin. There's so much mythos and lore about his missing eye than Freya has within her kit. I don't know. I don't know. I loved when he tried to ask a test and he almost broke his hand. I thought that was hilarious. I like Kratos, he just yeah. I thought that part was hilarious. I like that. But hey, people like it. So anyway, let's go ahead and talk about this, guys. Let's go ahead and do this. Anyway. Okay. All right. I'm going to talk a lot. All right, here we go. I think I'll change the music a little bit. Ooh, yes. I like that. Cool. Okay. Hey everybody, this is Mr. Hardcore Mode here, where nothing is easy. Warriors and wenches, how you doing? And God bless. Something devastating has happened just recently, and it was, if you're not around in America and you don't really know politics, that's fine, but a very influential person has passed away named Charlie Kirk, who is part of the conservative you know, sort of MAGA movement. I know this is not related to games, but we're gonna get to that quickly. But he was shot and killed for what he believed in. Now, everybody has their agreements and disagreements with whatever they believe. It doesn't matter what Charlie Kirk has said, nor does it matter. What we do not do is we start putting hands on each other. When we start using guns on each other, when we start using knives on each other, What I like is dialogue. I like conversations. Do I sort of joke around and make fun of different people? Yeah, I do. But at the end of the day, they're just words. However, what we need to know is common decency. You don't have to like the guy. You don't have to know the guy. Just know that this man was a father and he loved his country. He got killed right in front of his children. And I pray that never happens to any one of you. Absolutely disgusting what this individual has done. Now, I'm not going to put any sort of dialogue or conversation into the killer. That's going to happen on its own. This individual will find out, is what I'll say. He will be caught sooner or later, but that's a whole different issue. I hope I never know about what he looks like, what his name is. Whatever they do, pick him up, electric chair, let's move on. Because these sort of individuals, I don't want to make them a platform. Just like Luigi, just like the person that tried to kill Trump, just like all these weirdo leftists that just are looking for their one time to shine. Throw them out, electric chair, get them out. That's all I care about. But this is a video game channel, and we need to point out the so-called game developers, aka activists, left-leaning activists, which I firmly am starting to believe that leftist is a murder cult, but that's just me. Well, they're starting to show their true colors. Actually, no, they've been doing it for quite a while, and now we're at the point, I'm a firm believer in free speech, so if somebody says something wild, I'm gonna believe them. The only thing that I'm gonna do is pick up what they said, take it to their manager or HR, and be like, I can't purchase your game because you have individuals like this. I think you as people that are gamers as well should do the same, because this is the only thing that they understand. This is not cancel culture. This is them saying what they said. If you want to call it cancel culture, go ahead. But they've been living on this whole sort of, oh, I can do and say whatever I want. Sure, you can. Abso-fucking-lutely. But there is human decency that's needed. What I don't like critical role. I don't like critical role. But what I do understand is that Matt Mercer and most of their team don't really touch into politics. You see what I'm saying? They don't really touch into politics. What they, the whole critical role thing, and I know they got Daggerfell, the whole Daggerfell thing. I don't want to touch that stuff. I don't like the whole pronouns thing, but they stick to just good old video games or good old tabletop. Another thing, Santa Monica. I don't like their new God of War. But most of them, besides Alana Pierce, who barely has done anything in the video game anyway, they don't really say anything. Now, for Ghost of Yote, the senior staff character texture designer from Seattle, she/her, named Drew, these individuals are going to say a lot. We all wanted Ghost of Tsushima 2. We wanted to see more of Jin Sakai. And so when we got Yote, we were like, okay, fine. But then we looked in deeper and we noticed that Erika Ishii was involved in the main character. So it was a woman. And so we were like, is she at least attractive? No, she's not attractive. Okay, then what the fuck kind of game is this? Oh, it's about a woman who's seeking revenge. And then we were all like, that's the dullest thing I've ever fucking seen ever. Why did you change it Why couldn't we have Jinsakai? His story is literally not done. They just up and said, fuck you. So, here is the senior staff character designer named Drew. And after Kirk, Charlie Kirk, who has died, may God rest his soul, said maybe instead of emailing people's employers, y'all should be emailing your reps and demand gun control immediately. I don't know why she would say that. Gun control is just fine. You know, bad people always find a way, right? That's just not how it goes. I don't know why she would say that. Some of y'all have never heard of critical acclaimed Mario Bros. Franchise by Nintendo, and it shows. I have been told that Twitter has noticed me from across the room, ooh woo. I hope the shooter's name is Mario so that Luigi knows his bro got his back. Referring to Luigi, the man that killed another guy that was related to health insurance. It doesn't matter who the dude is. What we don't do is go off killing people and then expecting, oh, you think if you just kill somebody, you're gonna change something? No. It doesn't work like that. Only two things will happen. One, people are gonna get radicalized. Two, you're gonna just create more Charlie Kirks. That's just how it is, and that's just how it's gonna be. These people are fucking demons. Like chat just said, this is no longer a mental health illness anymore. These individuals I want to focus on are the ones that are calling for violence and that are okay with violence towards people that they disagree with. And they expect me to use my money to buy their games? They can go fuck themselves. Because if they do not, like right now, Drew's having a little bit of a problem because she's getting a whole bunch of emails from Sony saying like, hey, you need to tone it the fuck down. And now, hey, did you really get fired? If so, post a GFM. I'll pay the money for the game directly to you instead of buying it. I don't need any money. Ghost of Yote is an amazing game made by 200 people I love dearly. Donate to families in Gaza and Trevor, and shut up and put the fries in the bag, Drew. Shut up and put the fries in the bag. You're fucking fired. This is what happens. Like I said, we said to them, I'm saying to, just like I'm saying to you, if you want to get these motherfuckers out of here, out of the gaming industry, call them out on their bullshit, give it to HR, say, this is not the kind of thing that I want with my video games, and then just let the chips fall where they may. And when things start to calm down, chill a bit. Wait for the next dumb shit that they're gonna say. And by the way, this is not a freedom of speech thing. This is a basic human decency. This is not some, oh, what about freedom of speech? No. When I go to work, I can't just go up to my boss and say, hey, can I slap your wife's ass? And then he punches me in the face. I can't go up to him and say, what about freedom of speech? No, that's not how this works. Yeah, you can have freedom of speech, but watch out now. You gotta notice where you're at. You have to notice where you're at. You work on a video game, you work on comics, you have to realize where you're at. That's simple. It's like, oh shit, why do you think that Chris Pratt is keeping his mouth shut with most things? But by the way, Chris Pratt did say, you know, rest in peace, Charlie Kirk, which I find, I think Chris Pratt is a basic human being like anybody else. But when you see bozo clowns like this, I'm sorry, I shouldn't say that about clowns. Clowns, you deserve better, okay? These are demons. That's what they are. And they gotta go. That's just how it is. It's no longer this. It's no longer this like, it's like, oh, we can't do cancel culture. This is the only thing that you understand. This is the only thing that they understand. This is not some, if we do not talk, just like Charlie Kirk has said, the only way we make things better is when we have a conversation. When we don't have conversations, bad things happen. And that's absolutely true. So when I see these individuals and the way they act around the gaming industry, the way the left just pulls off their bullshit to where they just cripple the gaming industry, I can't just sit here and do nothing. Because if I don't say anything, nothing is going to happen. They're just going to be like, oh, because does anybody got children? Do you know what happens when you don't discipline your children? Guess what? They're just going to end up drawing on your with crayons on your wall again. It's like, hey, Timmy, maybe you shouldn't draw on the walls. I'm gonna draw on the walls. Timmy, I suggest you don't draw on those walls. I'm gonna draw on these walls, Dad. I'm gonna draw on these walls. All right, I'm gonna have to get this belt out. Now, Timmy, are you gonna draw on those walls again? Okay, cool. All right, let's clean up this mess. Let's take a bath. We gotta go to Grandma's house, okay? Let Grandma deal with you for a bit. We have to say something. Here's another one. You remember this? Blizzard technical artist and associate art director of Gearbox both wish death to 50% of Americans in a post and likes to their public Facebook. This is the type of atmosphere that Activision president Rob Koch is fostering as he doubles down on woke DEI and ESG today. This is what they've said. Kill your local MAGA. Have you ever heard anybody say kill your local Democrat or kill your local Kamala Harris voter or Joe Biden murder? No, you haven't, because we don't really do that shit. Me as a conservative, I like my peace. I don't like to dive into other people's business. But when you mess with my fucking games, just like I used to play Blizzard games, now I don't play Blizzard games. I used to play Ghost of Tsushima, now I don't want to play Ghost of Yotei. If this is who you are, then this is who you are. I don't want to have a conversation with evil people. I don't want to do that. I don't want to have dialogue with evil people. I'll have dialogue with people that are sort of left center, or you want to actually have a discussion, but these sort of people are fucking disgusting. Rob Koch says, given the headlines around diversity, equity, and inclusion (DEI) programs in the workplace, it's no surprise the questions have come up with the future looks like in Activision and whether focused priorities around DEI shift. To be clear, this work continues to be extremely important in everything that we do. It's important to our games, our culture, and who we are as a company. If I remember correctly, Blizzard was making more money before DEI. I'm just saying. But they were, right? Blizzard made more money before DEI. Let's be clear. Check out the old school World of Warcraft trailers and the new ones. Let's move on. GTA 6 voice actor Dark Viper AU says this after Charlie Kirk has said the great replacement is not a theory, it's reality. Every positive post about Charlie Kirk is either ignorance or who he of who he was or support of who he was, and it's scary, I can tell which. Among endless things, he was a proponent of the Great Replacement theory, the racist idea that immigration is a plot to replace white people. How's UK doing? How's UK doing? So, as a black person, I can see it. I like white people. Surprise, surprise! I like white people. I especially like white women. Anyway, let's focus. I like everybody. I like them. I don't care what you are. There's certain people that I would stay away from, obviously, of course. Everybody does. I like to stay away from Mexican restaurants because the motherfuckers take too long to make my fucking food. I'm sorry. He's like, why did it take you 45 minutes to get my fucking wings? And I'm like, yeah, just give me my money, bitch. Okay? Alright? Come on, Jose Canseco. Come on. This is the kind of shit that I don't like. Now, of course, GTA 6 will make its money, but these sort of people like Dark Viper, they don't understand the whole conversation because they don't want, these types of individuals don't want to have a conversation. Have you ever noticed that? I would like to have a conversation, but every time when you say something like, what has Charlie Kirk has said that was wrong? Well, this. Okay, show me where it's bad. And then they're like, well, I don't want to talk about it. He's like, well, we all know what's going on. And I'm like, why are you detracting? Have a conversation. You see, I'm okay with people not liking Charlie Kirk. I'm okay with people disliking Charlie Kirk. I'm okay with people liking Charlie Kirk. What I don't like is when people like this fat fuck right here, what this person has said. DC Comics cancel. Oh, no. Let's get back to this one. What I really, really like. Because I want to show you. That fat fuck has said this. Thoughts and prayers, you Nazi bitch. Hope the bullet's okay after touching Charlie Kirk. Now, this slob of a fucking human being, trans by the way, tries to pretend that he's a woman. I mean, you got the same tits, but the hair? Come on, man. You look like a fucking elephant licked you on the fucking head. Get it together. At least real women know how to get themselves together. What I would like to say is that it's always the same type of people. Every fucking time. We've just discovered something already, that the person in question, the shooter, is also trans. It was also displayed that on the bullets of the gun, because they found the gun, that said trans lives matter. And then the person that killed all those kids was another trans dude. So, excuse me for opening up a pattern here. Also with black people. I'm sorry, niggas. Because niggas are not black people. They're just fucking scums of the earth. I'm sorry, I said it. Yeah, I said it. They're just fucking scum. And they should just be removed from fucking this society. After that one guy killed that Ukrainian. And then people are like, why are you being racist to the black guy? Because he's had 14 cases on his ass, and they keep on letting this murderous, sick human being go. And yeah, he's a fucking killer and he's disgusting. But when you have a court system that lets niggas keep on going, killing more people, that's what I'm concerned about. But let's focus on this fat tub of lard real quick. This guy makes, cause he's a guy, it's just how it is. This guy is a comic book artist, named Gretchen Felker Martin, worked on Red Hood. Or used to work on Red Hood, because Red Hood is now canceled. And this fat tub of lard part-time fridge is now fired because of what he said. Yep, that's just how it is. Another person, just like I said. A lot of us nowadays are not pulling this shit. I just saw an old guy in public try to do a whole debate thing where he's like, I'm glad that Charlie Kirk died, prove me wrong or something like that, and he got his ass whooped immediately. People are sick and tired of fucking villains. It's just how it is. We're sick and tired of just going, wow, that's wrong, that's you shouldn't do that, and then we just walk away. Now what we're doing, and now what you're seeing, is that if you're going to do something wrong, we're going to point the shit out. Oh, you want to say this? Well, good. You can say it unemployed. Now you're a full-time fridge. Now you can, full-time. From 6 a.m. to 12 a.m. You're going to be at that fridge until you need another job and then you can get some more food. Fat fuck. We're getting more individuals like this on Blue Sky, by the way. Of course it's on Blue Sky. More people shouting out for more individuals to be killed. This is liberals. Listen up. This is your party. Listen up. This is going to be on the test. This is your party. This is who it is. Next time, kill J.K. Rowling. Next time, kill Trump. Next time, kill Ben Shapiro. Next time, kill Matt Walsh. Next time, it's just anybody that disagrees with me, just kill them. You want to know the funny thing about this whole thing is that Blue Sky out of nowhere was like, okay, stop doing this thing with Charlie Kirk. That was so weird. But it's clearly not working because there's too many weirdos and wackos and evil people on that website. I think that website should be burning in hell, to be honest. But let me go back to focusing back on gaming. Because all these individuals, especially some of these individuals, let me show you, some of these individuals, let me find it. A lot of these individuals are just liking, there's people in Bungie, there's also people in Magic the Gathering. I'm so glad I got done with Magic the Gathering. There's also people in Bungie, Magic the Gathering, Blizzard, a whole bunch of people, a whole bunch of staff that are just liking posts that just are praising Charlie Kirk's death. And I think each and every one of these individuals should be called out on their bullshit. Yeah, go ahead. You can keep on saying demonic shit, but you have to be unemployed. That's where I'm at right now. I'm never going to purchase your games. And thank God I'm not. There's even people, because Borderlands 4 is going to come out and some of you are going to play it. I'm glad you guys are going to have fun playing Borderlands 4. It's just not my thing. Have fun. I hope you watch out for the performance, by the way, with Borderlands. But even people in Gearbox are also saying the same exact thing. There's a whole bunch of people, even translation artists for like solo leveling and other webtoons are all saying the same fucking thing, and they're just like, yeah, massive W's, so glad he's fucking dead, piece of shit. It's in translation people for anime, it's in games, it's in comics. All of these individuals are fucking disgusting human beings. I'm okay with you not liking Charlie Kirk. I'm okay with however you feel. However you feel about Charlie Kirk, fine. But if you're going to just go up and say, oh yeah, I'm so glad that you killed Charlie Kirk, now kill his family. I gotta call it out. And I think all of you should too as well, if you would like. Because I don't want them anywhere near the game industry. They can say whatever they want in the unemployment fucking line. Whatever Drew said, that she, he, her bullshit, whatever, serial number, whatever the fuck, LGBT element, you know, whatever they are, that they, them, fat fuck. Oh yeah, say whatever you want, but you're fired. See, everybody's talking about like, oh no, you have consequences. You know, everybody's talking. You know what they used to say to me all the time was that like, oh yeah, freedom of speech is great, but you kind of have consequences. And I'm like, you know what? You're right. So I'm gonna use the same words that you've said to me about my actions, the way I sound, the way I talk, who I vote for. I'm just gonna use it against you. Because that's the only thing that you understand. Now, I'm not going to do the same thing that you guys do, where you like to, you know, sit around or be a coward and then call for the death of people. I'm not going to go off and put my hands on people or shoot them or kill them. I'm just going to take what you said, let your manager know, and let it be that. And then when you keep that shit up and you're still hired at the place, I'm gonna take that piece and put it over there. Because this man is a father, he's a patriot. You wanna know the funny thing is that Charlie Kirk has made more fans and more friends than I'll ever get in my fucking lifetime. Black friends, he's got white friends, he's got Jewish friends, he's got Muslim friends, he's got also white friends, he's got a whole bunch of friends. And the way he talks, it feels like you can actually get a conversation in, and he's so polite about it. And then people just look at that and they're like, wow, he doesn't like trans people. And I'm like, well, okay, all right. If that's what you believe, if that's what you fucking believe, then you don't have to watch him. And then they go off and be like, not only am I gonna not watch him, I'm just gonna take everything out of context and just call for the death of him on Blue Sky and never get fired from my game development job. How's that sound? And I'm gonna be like, you know what? Go ahead, do it. Because I'll find you. And a lot of these motherfuckers are being scanned right now by other people as well. I'm gonna find you. I'm gonna post it up. I'm gonna show your boss. And I'm gonna make sure that you can say whatever the hell you want while you're unemployed. That's what I'm doing. I'm doing you a service. You said I care more about my activism than my own development game job. My own game development job. My own comic book job. My own any sort of job. Even film. But you're gonna do it unemployed. Ladies and gentlemen, I hope that you can always speak your mind. If you, whatever you believe, go ahead. I hope to God this never happens to anyone, because I used to be, I've never seen my family. I've never seen my mother or my father. They are long gone. So when I see Charlie Kirk get shot right in front of his children, it was kind of like seeing myself, because of course my family's probably, my parents, my real parents are probably alive out there, but my story is completely different. But I am adopted. I just wanted to let everybody know that I am adopted. I've never actually seen my real parents, but it shakes me a little bit because I don't know who I am. And it took me a while to figure out who I am. It took me a while. It did. But the kids, Charlie Kirk's kids, were right in front of him. They're not even close to being 5 years old. And he got killed, blood out of his neck, right in front of him. And then for somebody to say like, yeah, well, maybe she shouldn't have dated like a fucking Nazi. Fuck out of here, bro. Fuck out of here. I would never wish this on anybody. It is the not only for his kids, but his wife. You know, absolutely fucking disgusting. I wouldn't have wished that on anybody. But I tell you what I do wish for. Fat motherfuckers like this to be fired. Well, at least he's got a whole life ahead of him for activism. Anyway, that's my video. Take care. God bless. I do have a question for those people. What happens now? If I'm to die for my ideologies, how do I proceed from here? What am I supposed to do about those people who would celebrate my death? The best thing... Here's the one thing that that they don't understand. Here's the one thing that they don't understand. They think that because they're lost. No. They've been found. I'm sorry. I don't know why I said that. I almost made it sound like I gave them a little bit of sympathy, right? No, they're grown-ass individuals. They can figure out their own life, okay? This is no longer mental illness anymore. They're just demonic. These people just need to be away from the game industry and just sit in their hidey hole and let their grandma or mom bring them fucking like bagel bites every now and then, just in their little goblin hellhole that they call a room. That's where they belong. Acting like they know what life is. They don't fucking know what life is. You're out here with a privileged job, like making comics, making video games, doing all these great, like, you see people with more money and more privilege than you be the absolute most demonic, fucked up, or lazy cowardice people you've ever fucking seen. Because that's what you got right here, is just a bunch of fucking, where'd it go? Just a bunch, where'd it go? I lost it. I lost it. Just a bunch of fucking cowards calling for the death of so many different people. And I never want to be this type of person. I just won't. I can't. I just don't see myself doing that. It's like, listen, I'm always going to have I'm always going to have a disagreement. Wow, check this out. What the fuck?
Moves to this far right corner. As he does, he's going to climb off the edge and then drop down to the ground. As he did that, he left some palm impressions. There's some smudges, some places we're looking to collect DNA. There's a shoe imprint where we believe the suspect is clearly identified as wearing Converse tennis shoes. Again, we'll replay that again so you can get another view.
Brown, blue pants, black shirt.
It's important to note his black t-shirt, his black pants. He's going to come out on the right.
Crazy.
Far right corner.
Crazy. These are the motherfuckers who preach about peace, love, and fairness, yet they post some of the most demonic shit. They do. This is not, I'm just gonna keep on showing it. This is not some sort of mental illness. This is not some sort of forgive and forget. This is not some sort of like, well, we can have common ground. No, you're just a fucking demon. And back in the day when I would hear my father or my grandpa say like, oh man, that person's a demon, that guy's demonic, oh man, that guy's evil, I would be like, as a kid, because I was just a kid, I'd be like, well, maybe they're just, you know, well, maybe they're just lost or something, or maybe, as kids would do, you know, as kids would do. He's like, well, maybe he's just like, just angry today. Maybe he'll be nicer tomorrow. No. It took me a while to realize that maybe they're just pieces of shit. You don't have to be nice. You don't have to be nice with everybody. You don't have to be, you know, you don't have to like everybody. He's like, you could just point out, like, hey, these individuals, just stay away from them. They're not real people. They're animals. They're disgusting. Calling for the death of individuals. Not my thing. And that's just how it is. This is not some sort of, oh, maybe, you know what the crazy thing is? A lot of these individuals that you see out here shouting for the death of certain individuals, they either look, you see the way their eyes look? Fucking crazy. They're either in bed. Why do they always make Instagrams and TikToks of them always in bed? So I'm just like, do you ever get out? You know what I mean? They always make TikToks in bed like, oh yeah, I know about life. I know people. I understand what, you know, I understand people. And then you're like in your pajamas and I'm like, how am I supposed to know that you're right when all of your videos are you just laying on your couch or laying in your bed? You're always in your PJs. It's like these sort of cowards are either always home, they look crazy, they look unkempt. Did you see the fat motherfucker that lost his job? The guy that got fired? Did you see? Do you want me to show you the picture again? I'll show you the picture of that fat ass. I'll show you. Okay? He's trying to say he's a woman, but I know women. Women do their hair way better than that motherfucker. It's like, I'm not sure where I'm politically, but what they did to Kirk is the ultimate form of censorship, and that's unacceptable, be it left or right. And it's always the fucking left. It always fucking is. Abraham Lincoln, shot. John F. Kennedy, shot. He's like, Trump. He's like, almost shot. He's like, fucking, Charlie Kirk, shot. I'm over here looking for the Nazi. I'm looking for the fucking white supremacists. Has anybody seen these white supremacists? The white supremacists are on 4chan saying, yeah, can I get some pictures of some black guys getting punched in the face? And can I watch two white couples fucking? No race baiting, please. That's where the white supremacists are. They're not on the streets killing people. That's your white supremacists. They're just a couple of losers online that are just getting off on World War II. That's it. That's it. I'm sorry. That's just how it is. They're just like, oh yeah, white. You know what I mean? Somebody in chat's gonna be like, how do you know that? It's good to see you, Hobo. It's good to see you. How y'all doing? Oh, but man, that's fucking crazy. You want to see it again? Bam! Scared. Boom! Gotcha. Bam! Wait a minute. If you're a woman... Oh, no, they got... I was like... Never mind. You're going to show the house floor? Oh, when left yells not to pray? Oh, shit. Oh, no. I don't care about that. The left yelling not to pray, that was fucking stupid. And for some stupid reason, this event had barely any security, unlike all his other events. Like, what the actual hell was going on with that? Someone let Charlie down. Here's another thing. After the whole thing with Trump and Charlie Kirk, do not, if you're gonna have another event after the whole thing with Trump and Charlie Kirk, do not, I repeat, do not leave the fucking roofs open. Do not leave the roofs open. They're always like, yo, let's put like 5 dudes literally 5 feet around Charlie Kirk or around Trump. And I'm just like, are you gonna put any people on the roof? You know what I mean? At this point, stop ignoring the roofs. All you need is 3 dudes. 1 person on that roof, that roof, that roof. Done. That's, I don't understand why they ignore roofs. I don't, and if anything, if I was security, I would be like, yo, I want to be at the roof. That's where you get the good, like, seats or something. You know? Yeah, what are the snipe teams? Yeah, like, I just don't understand, like that whole thing with Trump, that was fucking ridiculous with the whole security thing. I'm glad the lady with the security team got fucking fired. But if you're gonna have another event, that's great. Bring some security. Make sure you bring your 9. But also, here's another thing. Stop ignoring the roofs, please. Stop ignoring the roofs. For the love of God. Just stop. Why aren't there drones checking roofs as well? People are use drones for fucking shorts. But you actually got a point there. But at the same time, like, I don't see there's certain rules for using drones in certain areas like schools and stuff like that, so I don't know about that one. But you could put people on roofs though. I know there's certain rules for drones. You can't just buy a drone and fly it wherever the hell you want. There's gonna be certain rules. Like, have you noticed that there's a lot of drones in dilapidated warehouses and they fly the drone around warehouses? Well, that's because nobody's fucking there. However, when you bring the drone near the city, cops are gonna stop you. They're gonna be like, what the fuck are you doing? Are you trying to peep at somebody having sex? You wanna peep at this guy having sex with himself? Is that what you're peeping at? Rules might have been be adjusted to. Yeah. Like, I'm trying to purchase myself I'm trying to do gun safety right now. I'm trying to learn about guns right now, and I'm trying to purchase my first gun. And it's a lot to take in, but I think it's fun. I think that's one thing that I want to do because my life is just me, myself, and I. I do have my family. I love my family, and especially I'm an uncle, so when I'm around my 3 nephews, I want to be strapped. My family's okay, by the way. It's just that I'm always alone, and I want to be ready. I'm gonna be honest with you. I really wouldn't want to go to that school after what happened to Kirk. Maybe I'm just stupid for saying that, but it feels like the school also let him down. I wouldn't say the school, I would say security. The security should have been up there. The security should have been up there. But let me show you something. Let me hurry up and pull it out. Liberty University, Alabama universities, a lot of people are still going to school, and they're just praying for like Charlie Kirk, and I think that's amazing. I think that other schools, including Utah, I think this is a great thing. I think that's a great thing that a lot of people from different schools, even the Utah school, a lot of people are going straight back to school because they're just not afraid. They're sad, maybe a little bit scared, but they're not afraid. I like that. A little scared but not afraid. Yo, I like that. A little scared but not afraid. I think that's great. I think that's great that these kids are still going to school. You know, still, you know, they're praying. You know, a lot of people are sad, but I think this is just going to. People are going to get radicalized by this whole thing. That's just going to be a thing. It's just how it is. But there's going to be a lot of people that want to. What that person effectively did was he created multiple Charlie Kirks. That's just how it is. You've just created, you've just made a whole bunch of kids want to grow up and be Charlie Kirk even more. That's what you did. This is fucking America. This is not fucking India. This is not Iran. This is not fucking, this is America. And people will not stop. It's just how it is. And it's even more true because I've seen kids these days. I've seen these young, there's one component to younger kids these days that I kind of respect. Y'all motherfuckers are crazy. I mean, I was crazy as a kid, but y'all motherfucking kids are fucking crazy these days. Like, I know there's some younger kids that, you know, could be mentally ill, and, you know, it's because of certain schools, and, you know, but there's also some kids out there that are just like, that are just fucking crazy. It's like, oh, you wanna so basic. It was a call to they wanted to silence him because he was effective. That's why. And when people hear that, they're gonna be like, oh no, you're not gonna silence Charlie Kirk. You're not gonna silence any one of these kids. They're gonna pray, they're gonna mourn, and then in the next day they're gonna come back, not not but in dialogue. You want to know the crazy thing? You want to know the crazy thing is, Charlie Kirk could have literally been the next Doctor Who. I know he's not from the UK or he's not English, but he literally is the American Doctor Who, because he firmly believes in conversation. And just think about it. He could have been actually a really good Doctor Who, if you think about it. I firmly believe Charlie Kirk could have been a really good Doctor Who, because that's one thing that I really liked about. I think I like the Fourth Doctor. I've been watching old school Doctor Who lately, and I think the Fourth Doctor is pretty cool. I like Matt Smith. I like the Scottish Doctor Who. I forgot his name. I think it's Peter. Wait, is Peter? I think it's Paddle. I don't remember. The Scottish one, but he was pretty good. I watched all of him. David Tennant. I like the old David Tennant, not the new one. It was fucking weird. I mean, fuck the black Doctor Who. I think Charlie Kirk Doctor Who would have been like fucking perfect, because he's like, let's just discuss this. Let's have a conversation. And I think that's the prime thing with Doctor Who, even from like old school days, was most of the time when he's trying to help people, I mean, yes, there are moments when he uses gadgets and stuff like that. He uses his brain, but he also has conversations. I think that's the main pivotal thing with Doctor Who is that, you know, you have to have a conversation, and if you don't have a conversation, you're gonna have a bad time. Those freaks killed the only guy willing to have a conversation with them. What a bunch of dumbass. You actually bring up a good point, Saggins, because I'm gonna be honest. Charlie Kirk is literally the Labrador of... He's the young puppy Labrador of conservatism. Will he have disagreements with you? Yes. But he's an all-around good guy. He'll have a discussion with you, and he'll have a debate with you. And a lot of people flock to him because he's really considerate and he has good manners. And you take away that, guess what's right behind him? A whole bunch of people that are conservative that are just like, yo, I like this guy Charlie Kirk. I'm really a bit of a nihilistic person. There's other conservatives that are a little bit sadistic. There are other conservatives out there that are... There's even people in the center that are just like, you know, he's like, I can't stand the left or right, but what Charlie Kirk is doing is a good thing. And then you kill that person, you turn him into a martyr, and then all those people that were chill with Charlie Kirk, well, now you just fucking turned them all to wolves. You see what I'm saying? So yeah, the optics of a guy that vehement about open debate and dialogue with the other side being murdered like that by said side really makes people side against them in ways they don't want. There was actually one person, a young man, and let me see if I can find him. I thought this guy said it perfectly. I want to see that too. Sorry, looking at something. Oh, let me show you this real quick. We found our racist. We found our racist, chat. Look at him. Look at him. He's beating the shit out of these two black women. They're actually kind of hot, by the way. They're actually kind of hot. She is a matter of fact, somebody in the Charlie Kirk is literally the white Martin Luther King. I said it. Charlie Kirk is literally the a white Martin Luther King. I'm saying it. I'm just saying it. I mean, he's not, you know, fucking around away from his wife. Not like, you know, like Martin Luther King. But Martin Luther King did great things, and then he got shot for it. Just like Charlie Kirk. You made him into a martyr, just like Martin Luther King. And we have to go through all of this all over again. By the way, horrible racist, by the way. Totally forgot about that. Let me keep on checking, because I gotta check on my other screen, because sometimes these booty pictures out of nowhere just come out of nowhere. You know what I'm saying? Anyway, let me...
I've seen video.
Okay, let me show you this.
So far, I've seen videos of just the left being pro-unaliving political opponents. Whether that be Trump, J.D. Vance, people celebrating what happened to Charlie Kirk today. It's just disgusting behavior. The fact that I have been a part of the left for 7 years, I never thought we'd get to the point where I would have to look at my own party and be like, oh, hold on, I can't support you anymore. Because everything that you are doing right now is against your political viewpoints and your values and beliefs.
Mm-hmm.
To sit here and promote gun violence against your opponents is wrong.
Yeah.
And arguably makes you worse than the other side, because you're basically saying these people deserve to be unalived because our political beliefs are more important and should stand and should have more value than a human life. Ooh. Yeah, that doesn't sit right with me at all.
And you know what he's referring to? You know the same people that did that? Nazis. Actual fascists. Nazis did the same thing. The Nazis are like, what are you guys doing over here? Shut up, Nazi. We're just trying to silence these people for their own beliefs. We're doing that too, bro. What up, bro? He's like, hey, we're not friends, okay? We're just trying to find a section of white, nationalist people, and we need to erase them from existence. And then Adolf Hitler's like, me too. Have you read my book? Have you read my book? He's like, no, we're not the same, okay? Hitler, we're not the same, okay? We over here have a set of rules and guidelines. He's like, and the things that they say, and then Adolf Hitler is just like, oh, you want to silence what they say and change their whole language, and, you want to turn them into, like, turn them against each other, and ooh, you're just like me. Oh, it's like people will, if they want to show themselves, just let them. He's like, you want to kill babies? I don't want you to kill babies. We're not gonna hash it out between us. There's no negotiation possible. Yeah, there's no negotiation. If you say something to where, I heard one person say that maybe the wife shouldn't have dated a Nazi, and that almost radicalized me. That people are actually going up to Charlie Kirk's wife's IGN account and saying horrible things to her. That's fucking disgusting. That is horrible. Absolutely horrible. That's absolutely horrible. Okay. So, okay. Alright. You saw the fat woman. I mean, the man. You saw the fat man. We're gonna have a beautiful woman on the screen this time, okay? We're having a beautiful woman on the screen this time. Alright? Well, so we can, like, mouthwash, you want to get that out of your tongue,
It's online. I've been dreading making this video because I know I'm gonna get hate comments, especially from the left, and nobody likes hate comments online. I used to proudly call myself a liberal. I still believe in equality, healthcare access, LGBTQ+ rights, definitely science and social programs, but I've grown really...
Me too! That's what we do over here on the right! Except the social programs. I don't give a fuck about sociology. What the fuck?
Really tired of the performance, the fear-mongering, and the refusal to have real conversations. I don't want to be here to scream or cancel or shame somebody into agreeing with me. I believe that we need to listen to each other even when we disagree, because change doesn't happen in an echo chamber. I'm not switching sides. I'd say I'm stepping out of the label. I'm an independent, logic-based thinker who's done letting political parties define my humanity.
Yeah.
I'm still progressive, but I care more about the truth than tribalism. You can fight for justice without losing your critical thinking. If you want to argue, go talk to somebody else. But if you're ready to listen, then I'm all ears. Not everything needs to be red versus blue.
No.
Like, for example, here's some things that I know we can agree on. Our healthcare is broken. You shouldn't go bankrupt just because...
Fucking true. Our healthcare is shit. There are too many... I pray for my grandma, everybody. Pray for my grandma. My grandma's in dire straits, but I worry about her every day.
Because you got sick in red or blue states. Big corporations, for example, have too much power. They lobby both parties, and working people end up paying the price.
Perfect example of what she was just saying is that there's a lot of corporate out there that actually try to hire illegals on cents to the dollar you know, and then also those illegals also get, you know, the illegals get special benefits for working at certain corporations, so they use those illegals. Like, there's so much to what she's saying, but she's right. She's right.
Veterans and the elderly deserve better care, period. No excuses. Mental health matters. It's not woke to want trauma support, for example, especially for kids.
I think a lot of people agree with mental health, but I think we're in agreement here. I don't think the right also believes in mental health as well. But there's a difference between mental health and, oh shit. You know what would be a great idea? Is to kill Nazis. It's like, oh, what are the Nazis? Literally MAGA. And I'm like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? It's like that person is not mentally ill. That person should be away from society.
And veterans. The middle class is being squeezed by inflation, housing costs, and endless debt.
The housing thing is a big thing. The housing, like right now I'm trying to find a place for myself. It is really, really a big thing. But I agree with her. I think she's great. I think she's really smart individual. Yeah. But like I said, the left party is just a party of murderers. Yeah, I just can't stand it. This individual right here is like, I don't care about his wife, I don't care about his kids. Then why did you mention it? You know what I mean? Usually when you don't care about somebody, you just don't mention it. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? When I don't care about something, I don't really mention it. So why did you mention it? He's like, oh, I just want to show how much of a piece of shit I am. Yeah, I just say, hey guys, check out how much of a piece of shit I am. But anyway, I think that's all I got for you guys today. It's been crazy. It's been crazy. There goes Charlie Kirk with more black people around him. Oh, there's Channing Tatum. I think this is the part where what I think he does that smile on purpose, bro. He does that smile on purpose. People keep on saying, wow, he's got a creepy ass smile, and I look and I'm like, nah, she's right. I'm like, nah. At this point, I think he just does it on purpose. It's fine. It's fine. But I think that's great that I think it's cool that people like Chloe here, I'll continue to have conversations on college campuses. I agree with her. Have conversations. I keep going. She's fucking... See? Women can be cool too. Real women, not the, you know, the other one, you know what I mean? Anyway, guys, I'm gonna end it here. Thank you so much. Here, you can have this before we go. Guys, I had to just get this out here because it's this one stream that I wanted to get on my mind and out of my mind. I know it's a little bit steering towards political and we need to get back into video games, but we have to call these developers out. We have to call these developers straight out because they are not here for you and your enjoyment. All they care about is engagement and numbers. That's all they care about. After you buy their game, they don't give a fuck about you. And most of them don't. But you'll notice when there's game developers out there that are passionate about their work. Not these individuals. No. Not this individual right here. She's at that job for one thing and one thing only. Okay? To be an activist. And we need to call this shit out. Anyway, guys, thanks for coming. Tomorrow, I'm gonna say it. We are going to stop playing Silksong, and we are going to stop playing Hell Is Us. I am going to play those games on the side, and I'm going to give you guys a review on those games. What we will be playing tomorrow is Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. We're going back. We're going...
Holy shit!
We're going back to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. We're gonna play on hardcore. We're gonna play the 2 DLCs. I'm gonna get angry because I can't find myself on the fucking map, and I'm gonna get angry because I can't have sex with women in the fucking hardcore mode. I think that's the biggest one that affects me in the hardcore mode. Is like, oh, you can't do this on hardcore mode. Oh, okay, well that's fine. Well, you can't do this on hardcore mode. Oh, okay, that's fine. You can't have sex with big-tittied women in hardcore mode. Fuck! Yeah! What's that picture of that guy going? Yeah! When I saw that I couldn't have sex with big-tittied women in hardcore mode, I was like this. I was like...
Sorry. Sorry.
I was like, fuck this. Fuck this. Oh my god. I guess I'm gonna have to romance Teresa, because I think I'm gonna have to romance Teresa because I mean, you're not gonna be able to have relationships with Teresa, you know, or have sex with Teresa because she's still in Scallots. So I'll just go around women and say, yeah, I got a wife at home, you know what I mean? Praise be. Anyway, God bless you all. Take care of yourself. Be careful out there. This is not over yet. Please take the white pill. Take the white pill. There's hope for us yet. We're not done. We're not out. Keep your head up. Keep your head held high. We got great video games on the way, and we're gonna keep on pushing with our lives. Do not let these fools change you in any sort of way. We're just gonna keep on pushing. And that's what we're fucking good at. If there's one thing that I'm proud of in my life, is I'm good at to keep on pushing it. I'm a big component on keeping on. You know what I mean? I can't stop. I got family that loves me. I got nephews I gotta take care of. He's like, I got a roof to keep over my head. You guys might have kids. You guys might have family members of your own, obviously. Just keep on, man. Don't let anybody change who you are. Don't even let me change who you are, okay? Let me get out of here. Tomorrow, Kingdom Come Deliverance 2. The other games, don't worry about them. We're gonna go straight to Kingdom Come Deliverance 2, and then I think I want to go back to Pillars of Eternity. But, Oinoi? I'll wait until Tekla changes what he says. We're waiting. We're not letting this stream die until you finish, Tekla. What did you mean? What did you mean, Tekla? Yeah, we're all waiting on you, Tekla. Tekla. What did you mean? I'm determined, Tekla. I'm determined. Alright, we're gonna leave it at that. Anyway, guys, I appreciate y'all being here. Love to have you. I have to go ahead and head to bed. Get ready for tomorrow. And we'll play some KCD2. Love y'all. Take care. God bless. And y'all see you later. Only for the better will change? Okay, that's what he meant. Anyway, y'all take care. Have a good day. God bless. Take care.